Hi guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. Welcome back to our YouTube channel. This is the Mukanyas here and I am my Mukanya. So today guys, I wanted to tell you a story of what happened to me when I was in labor with my son, my firstborn, Newman. So it's actually a scary story. I don't know if it's scary how you're going to take it, but to me it is a very scary story. So I gave birth at I don't know if I should say the name. Okay, let me not say the name of the hospital because you might find out that someone is in that hospital or people may be in that hospital. Like I think I should not say the name of the hospital, so let me not say the name of the hospital just for safety and all that, you know. So the day that I got in labor, first of all I went to this other 24/7 clinic that I was told that I was going to give birth at that clinic. So because of my condition, my son was very big and they said the size of my stomach was way too much and it was going to be an emergency or so forth. So they told me that they were not going to be able to assist pregnant women with emergencies. They just need like a situation anenga too much. So ndakabva transfer to a bigger regional hospital. Then I went there and ndobva ndainjusiwa. So pandaka injusiwa guys, I think about more than 5 injections. And then when there's something in a room, so and then we slept there with that woman, and they told me that as soon as I start to hear like serious pains after this match, I must call their sister. So I slept for like 2 to 3 hours, and then after that, I think 2 to 3 hours, and then I slept, and then I woke up with serious pains. And then that's when I told the other lady that was next to me. She was like, are you okay? And then I told him like, no, I'm not okay, I'm having serious pains, can you please call the sister for me? And then she went out, guys, I'm speaking fast, ne? So she went out, achiba adaida the sister, and then the sister came and she was like, are you in labor? Do you feel this? And I told her, and then she started seeing how long the pain was taking, and afterward how long, you know. And then they saw that my centimeters were like 9, and then they took me to I think the centimeters were like 8 to 9, and then vachibva vandiendesa ku labor room. We went to labor room, tenda ku labor room ipapo. So I think I was in 8 centimeters, to give birth. And then they took me to the labor room, and then I went there, and then I was screaming then there, and then they papa ne manesi maviri. Hey, English guys, I think I'm gonna mix. Mama ne manesi maviri and andinawo mu labor room. I am a students. 2 nurses and 1 boy, 1 guy. They were all students, 3 of them. And the doctor was like, can you please stay with her and then call me when this and this starts? And then the students were like, okay, well. And the doctor was like, don't give her water. Whatever she does, or even if she asks for water, don't give her. You can give her like just small amount of water, but not, you know. But they were just giving me water whenever I asked. They were giving me because they are students. They were feeling bad for me, like, you know. So so they pananasi vakapinda vachibva vadana ma students yavo kuti vaende somewhere. So the students were called to go somewhere, and then they went there. And nesi vakapinda momo, she was a little bit chubby and short and light skinned, not really light skinned, but she was lighter, you know. So she was like a colored, but she was not colored, she was black, but she was light skinned there. And she was speaking Sepedi, guys. If you know Sepedi, she was speaking Sepedi language. And then that lady, she's the one who came inside, and then she was not even wearing like doctor's uniform. She was just wearing like what can I say, she was showing that she's part of the hospital, something, she does something inside the hospital, but she was not showing that she's a nurse. But so she went in, she came where I was in the labor room. This dog is starting to irritate me now. And then she went inside, she came inside and she was like, students, they're calling you somewhere, can you please rush there? I'll keep an eye on her. And the students were like, okay, no problem. The students went outside, went outside, and they went to wherever that lady asked them to go. And she was left with me there. And then she told me to get off the bed, that lady. And then I get off the bed. I got off the bed, and then she took, I don't wanna like zvimwe zvakaita pads, rimwe rakakura rakaita rectangle, so rimwe rakaita like ravanowadza pamubhedha kana ropa rakabuda rinoenda ipapo. So she took that thing and then she akaisa pafloor, and then she told me to squat and push, and then I told her, why must I push, and then she said, I want you to push, your poo must come out so that the baby will be able to come out. And I was like, okay. And then I pushed and I pushed and I pushed and I pushed, and then just a little bit of poo came out. And then she was like, you can go back to the bed. And then I wiped myself, and then I went back to the bed, and then she took that poo and put it in a plastic. Maybe she was going to put it in a dustbin, I don't know. And then she started wearing gloves, and then she told me to open my legs and told me to push. So in my mind, I was asking myself, Kuti, okay, why is this lady alone? And she doesn't even have like a tray of things, like a scissor, whatever, injection or whatever, cotton or whatever. She doesn't even have anything, but she's just wearing gloves and telling me to push. Like, it was just unprofessional to me, And it was my first son, it was my first baby, and I didn't know anything about labor room, that. But something in me was just telling me something is off here, But she was telling me to push, And then she told me to push, and then first I pushed, and then I could feel the push going, and I was like, no. In my mind, something told me, don't push. When she was telling me to push, instead of pushing, I was squeezing the baby inside. I was like, instead of me to push outside, I was squeezing the baby inside. When she said push, fast, and she was so eager. She was so eager for me to take the baby out, and she was looking at the door. And then that's when I realized, no man, something is wrong. And I was not even able to move or to go, to step down the bed, to walk around or whatever. So I didn't even have any help, and my phone was like there away from me because I threw it there when I was in pain. So, and the door was closed. Like, even if I wanted to scream, people were going to think that maybe I'm in labor, so they wouldn't rush and come to help me or whatever. But I could see that, no man, something is off with this lady. I don't know if you can hear me. Some people are making noise outside. So as I was pretending to push, she heard footsteps and talking outside, and then she said stop, and then she went outside. She was so aggressive and angry, and then she went outside, and then a doctor, a man, I think it was like vendor, and then he came inside wearing his uniform, his doctor's uniform. There was a badge here, you could see his name, and then he went inside, and then he started wearing his gloves. He told the two ladies, the nurses, to come with the things, and I was like, yeah man, this is what's supposed to happen when you are giving birth, this is professional. And then they came, and then the ladies were like here, vakamira kumaside kwangu vachindudza kuti we're going to help you push, so you don't have to panic, you don't have to whatever, And then they asked me, why are you bleeding? And then I said, there was a lady in here, she was telling me to push. And then they were like, which lady? And then the bandava described the person. I was like, okay, she's a little bit chubby, she's short, she's light skinned, and she was wearing this and this and this. And the doctor were like, we don't have such stuff like that in the labor ward. And then I was like, okay, but the lady was here. Like, she was here and she was telling me to do this, and I was with her, and they were like, was she wearing glasses? And I said, yeah. And they were like, what type of glasses? And then I told them, and they were like, okay, can we deliver first and then we'll talk about this? And then in my mind I was like, because when I looked at the nurses that was with me there, vairadza kuti vari kuhuta like avasi normal, you know. So that's when I thought, okay, I think something's wrong, but anyway, we had to do the deed. So the doctor was helping me to give birth. I pushed, and finally the baby came out. After that, I kind of relapsed, and then I woke up into, when I woke up ndatoa mune room yatanditori manesi vachitonditi ndofana kutsvagirwa my type yeropa because andina ropa and all that, if not something bad was gonna happen. So vachibva ndidonatera like 4 kgs yeropa because I didn't have blood left in me. So vapedza kuita that thing, I was able to wake up and lift my hand and stand up and whatever. And then that doctor again, the one who helped me in the labor room, he came to me, the vendor guy. He came and then he was sitting just beside me, and he was like, okay, I don't want to stress you or scare you, but to be honest, I need to show you a picture, and then if I show you a picture, I need you to describe, Kuti, is this the lady that you saw? And then I was like, okay. And then he showed me the picture, and then I was like, yeah, this is the lady that I saw. And the doctor was like, can I show you something? And I said, yeah. And then he showed me like a picture, memorial service, a picture of her memorial service, showing that they were burying this lady like last week. And then I asked him that, but you just said you don't have a staff like this in this hospital, but you were just telling me that you buried. And then he was like, yeah, I said we don't have, like she's no more here, so atina munhu akaita semunhu iyeye for now muno muchipatara, you understand? And he was like, so ndikati samukuzama kuona mukura kuti ndaida zvariswa neghost here kana kuti ndobva wati unfortunately yes, because munhu aizvarisa vanhu and iwo pamwe anga kuzvarisa ka pamwe tazitoshava kana mwana or something was going to happen. Guys, ndikangoti alright, thank you doctor, ndobva vaenda. Ndakangoti hama dzangu padzakangosvika vachakuzona mwana ndikati I need to leave. Ndobva ndibvunza kuti why, then ndobva ndavaudza, ndobva vati alright, ndobva vagara neni kubva kuseni kusvika manheru, ndobva vaenda neni kumanesi, ndobva vati tokumbura mudischarge, ndobva vati unfortunately tofanira mudischarge mangwana because of toda kuti mwana aende kwadoctor, iwo mangwana agochekiwa kuti mastitch ake ari sei and all that. Yo, ndobva ndakumbira kuti andisuda vata murumu muno muri 1, ndokumbira at least munendisawo kumawadi kune vamwe vazveri, ndobva nditransfer bva ndisa kune vamwe vakadzi, so at least ndakaiswa murumu yanga nevakadzi vaviri, so taikwanisa kutotaura nyaya the whole night because pana ngoma yangu ani matwins murumu yo, saka she couldn't sleep because of vana. So ndakagara navo mai vavo the whole night tichitaura nyaya, tichiseka namai vavo, tichitofara, we were happy with that woman. So at least I couldn't sleep that night because I was scared to sleep, and thank God I was having someone angasina kutorarawo and ndaitotaurawo nyaya naye and all that, you know. Immediately pandakadischargiwa, guys, ndakabva ndaona kuti mastori andinohwa panyaya dzemahospital ndeyemachokwadi, and ukaona uchikwanisa kutoona vanhu vanenge vakafa uchinzi waona muchipatara, it means Mwari waunonamata mupenyu nandewe, ende vadzimu vako vepasi ava unofanira kuvatenda, vanenge vakuchengetedza guys, because inini I'm someone who believe in both. I know kuti Mwari ndiye mukuru, obvious, vadzimu after Mwari, and God protects me, is always with me, you know, akandisika, and then he owes me here. Vadzimu variko futi, they protect me, vanondichengetedza in whatever, you know. So I'm someone I don't believe in both, but obviously Mwari pamusoro. So guys, zvinhu zvatoona mumahospital muka mana ichokwadi, ichokwadi guys. So that's my story guys of seeing a ghost muchipatara. If I start telling people now, vanotanga nyarara kusatudza because vanenge vachitla, you never know, vangogona kugara uenda kuchipatara utakofunga zvaendekakudza zviya, and then you start seeing things that are not even visible, just seeing delusional things. So this is it guys. Thank you for watching, and please guys go and subscribe. We are reaching 1K subscribers, So yeah guys, we're on our way to reaching 1K subscribers. So please guys, let's subscribe, comment, like and share guys, especially comment guys. Can you please share, please, and then yeah, we'll come back with another story. Bye. What did you do my triplets?